Well, we all know that Trump is a liar and a thief. You know? We know that. So it's not that big a jump to say that he obstructed and he lied. We don't think that Biden is a liar and a thief, so we give him the benefit of the doubt. That's partly what's going on.
About 10 documents that were found. There were briefing materials that were prepared for Biden when he was vice president, and they cover a range of topics, including Iran, the Ukraine, and the United Kingdom.
They are going at this. You're already hearing them equate it to what happened with former President Trump, even though it is very an apples to oranges situation. Even at a casual glance at this point. However, when you're talking about a House majority that is launching all sorts of investigations into the Biden administration, you have to imagine this is going to be very much top of mind.
There's nothing to indicate, based on what we know so far, that President Biden either took these documents willfully or retained them willfully.
The way that this was done, I think, is quite different. It looks like former President Trump, I think it's pretty clear by now, intentionally took these documents, intentionally kept them away from the government. It doesn't appear that that is the case with President Biden when he was out of office. But still, as you said earlier, it looks bad. It was probably improper. It was probably done in contravention of the law, and there will be some accountability.
It's ludicrous to say a vice president can't have access to classified material, or cabinet. We have access to classified materials as members of Congress. The issue with Donald Trump wasn't that he had it in his possession, it's that he wasn't cooperating with the archives to return it. But again, this is the problem, is nuance doesn't really matter. Thankfully, on the justice side, it does.
Who we want to thank.
Any comment on the document, sir?
When my lawyers were clearing out my office at the University of Pennsylvania, they set up an office for me, secure office in the Capitol. The 4 years after being vice president, I was a professor at Penn. They found some documents in a box in a locked cabinet, or at least a closet. And as soon as they did, they realized there were several classified documents in that box. And they did what they should have done. They immediately called the archives, turned them over to the archives, and I was briefed about this discovery and surprised to learn that there were any government records that were taken there to that office. We're cooperating fully with the review, and which I hope will be finished soon, and there'll be more detail at that time.
When you saw the photograph of the top secret documents laid out on the floor at Mar-a-Lago, what did you think to yourself, looking at that image?
How that could possibly happen, how anyone could be that irresponsible. And I thought, what data was in there that may compromise sources and methods? By that I mean names of people who helped, or et cetera. And it's just totally irresponsible.